How is everybody? Woo! Yes, way to use your words. It was the 4th of July the other day. The day, of course, we celebrated the signing of the Declaration of Independence, when we freed ourselves from the British rule. The day when all our forefathers got together and said, "War, beer, and cricket, fuck that." And one of them was like, "That's good, we should write that down." Punch up the language, and then we'll all scribble our names on it. My question is, if the Declaration of Independence is such an important, world-changing document, why didn't they bother to type it? About that, you go Microsoft Word, templates, democracy creation, and then the paperclip pops up like, "Do you want to keep slavery?" And they were like, "Let's see what it is." You can always go back and paste, click later, and just take it right out. Who wants sparklers and hot dogs? Happy 4th. It's been a great summer. I went to Disneyland a couple weeks ago. Disneyland is the happiest place on earth, and yet I was unable to find the whiskey fountain anywhere. I had assumed that it would be between the Hall of Schoolgirls and the Blowjob Pavilion. I guess my map was outdated. It's summer. It's a time for all the big summer movies. I love that they're making movies out of all the toys that I played with when I was 5. And they're using all the screenplays that I wrote when I was 5. It's like, then the robots go, and then there's the pretty girl that shows up. And the movie executive's like, "That is brilliant. Let's get this kid an agent and some blow." Somebody make the poster. Have you ever been standing in line at the grocery store behind someone, and just based on what they're buying, you want to party with them? I was behind a dude a couple weeks ago at 1 o'clock in the morning, and he was buying a jug of Courvoisier and 2 large foam pool toys, and that is it. What was going on in his house? And he was like, "I need to make a run for supplies, guys. This party needs cognac and floaties." The crazy thing is, I was there buying Snickers and chlorine. So we formed like Voltron. Or Captain Planet. Put your own reference there, that's fine. I work at this really fancy restaurant, and in an effort to be politically correct, instead of calling them busboys, we call them server assistants. Or if you're abbreviating, essays. That's better. You hear the weirdest shit that people, working at a restaurant, people say some weird stuff. I had a lady at one of my tables the other day, and I went up to her and I asked her how the food was, and she said, and I quote, "It's like God coming in your mouth." Which I assume is a compliment, but of course my first thought was how good would you have to blow God to get him to come in your mouth? For God to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a little carried away and couldn't control myself." Traffic in LA is crazy. Go ahead, let it go, let it out. Girl with a bottle of wine and French fries was like, "This fits." French wine and French fries, think about that. Traffic in LA is crazy. You'd be sitting on the freeway and someone's trying to merge into your lane, and instead of putting on their blinker and waiting for a spot, they just stick their arm out the window and point at where they want to go. They don't wait, as if just declaring your intention to go somewhere was enough. So I have started just walking up to girls and pointing at their crotch. You may as well make room, because I'm coming in anyway. When I was a kid, we had this really fancy refrigerator with a door that was not magnetic, which I'm kind of convinced is why I was never talented at anything. Because it was sorry son, even if you could finger paint worth of shit, there's just nowhere to display it. Parents like to use the refrigerator door to brag about things their kids have done. But if you're not a parent, apparently all you have to brag about is how much you can save on pizza. You're check it out, 2 larges for $10.99, huh? But you never thought I'd pull that shit off. Save it. I think that if college is supposed to prepare you for the rest of your life, then on the tests, all the really difficult questions should be asked by angry women. And that's usually who's behind the real difficult questions in my life, you know? It's like, this next one is a two-parter. What is the atomic weight of strontium? And whose fucking panties are these? And my advice to you is always go with D, not enough evidence to solve. Thanks, guys. I'm TJ.